Yes, and we are rolling. Hello, everybody. We are the Vinyl Vandals. I am King Fred. Next to me is
John
and
Julie. Hi.
and
Riddler.
hello.
Hello.
Welcome. Well, it's that time of year. It's the end of the year. As you can see, I've got my tinsel on, which means it's Christmas time, and we're doing this recording just to say a thank you to everybody who's tuned in over the last year to our radio shows. And and Red has got his Christmas tree, or it looks like a cactus. Just to say a thank you to everybody who's tuned into our radio shows on Method Radio, and before that it was called
Try Radio.
What? Try Radio. So at first it was Try Radio with DJ Riddler, and then it went on to Method Radio, and then me and John have been doing a couple of Seven Bridges, and then obviously we've been doing the favorite five, which all four of us have been involved in. We just wanted to say a big thank you to everybody who's got involved, either watched it, contributed, commented, liked, and all the rest of it. Okay, so we thought we'd have a little bit of a review of the sort of like the end of the year. It's been a horrible year as far as I'm concerned. I'm sure most people will agree with that, but I just thought we'd shove it off in style by just having a little bit of a thank you review. Okay, does anybody want anything else to say about it before we carry on?
No.
Yeah. I've got something to say.
Go on.
You lot said wear Christmas jumpers.
Yes, and well done for wearing. I'm wearing tinsel. Come on now.
Do you know what it is? This isn't even a Christmas jumper. It's Run DMC. But the first time I wore it, you assholes said what you're wearing a Christmas jumper for in bloody April or something.
That wouldn't have been me.
It was. I can't remember. I think it was all three of you.
It was in Alvino's, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, that would have been me because I wasn't there. See?
I think he was, wasn't he?
Yeah, you were.
Is that the one when you were DJing DJ Riddler on the balcony bit?
Yeah.
Me and Leroy were DJing.
All right, okay, yeah, it might have been me then.
It sounds quite likely, doesn't it?
Okay then. So what we're going to do is we're combining, obviously, like a review of the year, and what we're also doing is we're doing a sort of like a favorite five of our favorite of our DJs, DJs of trainers.
Oh.
Favorite five of our trainers. Don't worry, don't start because we're obviously part of what we do also is as well as loving music, we also love our trainers, and obviously part of what we do also is the trainer detective. So we can't do the trainer detective at the moment, so thought it'd be nice to just flash some of our favorite trainers as well. So I think we'll start with one of our favorite trainers first. Mine aren't in any particular order. Yours in any particular order, John? Julie?
No,
just as they come.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
As they come with me, well, sort of, yeah.
Sort of. Yeah, everyone's got a favourite one at the end, though, haven't they? Yeah.
No.
It might be that, yes. There might be that.
Okay, well, as you're on the left-hand side, John, we'll start with you.
Okay, right.
What's the first one?
It's funny enough, it's a pair of Nike,
Brace yourself.
which is some Stranger Things.
Well, Stranger Things, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you get the Nike Focus Bazaar newspapers and everything.
Well, you get newspaper with it as well?
Yeah, Focus Bazaar newspaper.
Okay.
And I've gone a bit old school with a pair of Cortez
Oh, well, now then.
with the Hawkins Bazaar college thing on it,
Uh-huh.
with the like Stranger Things.
Nice one.
So I've always had like Cortezes for years, and I've got these beginning of this year, and yeah, that's it.
Okay.
A nice, the very Christmassy,
Oh, and the gremlins are in.
nice Christmassy colour, John. I'm seeing a nice Christmassy colour.
Well, boxes.
How's the box Christmassy?
Oh, well, the green, and
Okay, what do you think about them, Julie?
I like them. Was it green? Because I couldn't see properly.
Oh,
Not
sorry.
the box, the trainer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
But
nice.
that's all lighty up as well. So
What?
it's
Like a
like
kitten.
reflective. It changes colour.
I thought you meant like a kid's shoe when you stand on it and it flashes at you.
No, no.
Well, for me, as everybody knows, I don't like Nike. But not correct to those who don't know, actually the only Nike trainer that I really, really like and I would wear is the Cortez. I've had the Cortez where it was the white with the red swoosh. Is it a swoosh it's called? Yeah.
The Forest Gumps.
The Forest Gump ones, yes. I had a pair, it's how long ago it was. My son Asher had a pair as well. He was only a little kid, so he was probably about 2 or something, and we both had a matching pair. And I do like them, they're quite comfortable as well. If I was going to get a pair now, it would be the black with a white swoosh. I really like them ones as well. I'll definitely wear a pair of them. But anyway. So yeah, nice. Okay, I'll go next. And I've got these Bobby Dazzlers.
What are they? Stan Smith.
Stan Smiths. I bet, as you can see, where my jeans have been looking all the time on there and that, you know, but I absolutely love these trainers. I did have a pair of exactly the same, but lace-up ones. And I don't know what I've done with them. Somewhere along the line, I've lost them, which I'm absolutely gutted about. I don't know when I moved a couple of times over the last few years and just lost them. But I absolutely love these trainers. Like I say, I do prefer the ones with the lace, but I still like these ones as well. I just love the colourway with the beige, with the brown. And I love Stan Smiths. So, yeah. What does everybody think about these?
All right, apart from the Velcro.
You knew he would say that. Velcro.
You don't know how to tie your laces.
Hilarious. Julie?
Nice colour. I like the
colour
colour.
though.
The colour's really nice.
I like the colour.
Colours, like I say, the lace-up ones were spot on. They were really, really nice, especially like in the summer, you know, like when you're wearing shorts and that, they just were mint. Just gutted that I can't find them. Just, you know, don't know where they've gone. Shame. Okay, Michael.
Comfortable, are they comfortable?
They are comfortable as Stan Smiths can be. I've got flat feet, and I do get I get pains in my arches in my foot, and in my heels and that, and which gives us back and knee pain as well. So Stan Smiths, I can't wear them too long. I can wear them if I'm going to a pub, like driving there. But if I was walking around, I can't wear them for too long, you know. So, Michael, go next.
Oh. Right.
Ooh, Adidas.
That surprised you, didn't it?
Yeah, I know you wear them, but...
All right. My newest pair.
Okay.
Are they the rivalry? The rivalry superstars?
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
They've got different laces in them.
Yeah.
But the tongue's orange, that's why I've got the back ends.
Yeah.
Are they the ones that you got from Gretna, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what was it like going to Gretna? Was it worth going up there for trainer hunters or not?
Not really. They had these, and I had a couple of other pairs which I might have worn, but
yeah,
nah, not really. But these, £20.
Can't get wrong, can you? Yeah.
I've got loads of pairs of superstars as well, but
nice.
These are my newest ones, so I just thought I'd get the newest ones out.
Nice one, champion.
I don't really wear superstars much because I think they're quite uncomfortable, but they look good.
Okay.
And obviously they're a hip hop icon, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Yeah, they're the, like Julie said, they're the rivalry low collabo with superstars.
Nice one.
I don't know if you'll be able to see, but it's on the tongue.
Can't say that. Probably.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all right to believe you.
Yeah.
So what's everyone feeling about them then, John?
Mm-hmm. Well, they're a classic, aren't they, for a start? And I like the colourway as well. So
okay, nice one.
Nice for the summer.
Julie?
Well, the rivalries, I first saw the rivalries. It's on that Overlord X, 14 Days in May
okay.
video, and one of the lads is sitting on top of the car, and all you can see is the rivalries, and I think it's either that colourway or the black and white colourway. It's nice.
Okay. Nice one, Julie.
Yeah, I really like them. I was tempted to get some, but I didn't. I'll probably tell you why in a minute.
Okay. Over to you. The floor is yours.
Oh, is it my go?
Yeah.
Right. Before I say anything, like a disclaimer, I've got loads of pairs of trainers. There's nothing crazy about them. They're not expensive. They're not rare. They're whatever. So if anyone's looking for a treat here, you're going to be disappointed. Right, I'll go with these ones first. Pair of Jordans.
Yeah.
You can see they've got like a thing.
Yep. Elephant print.
Alligator skin.
Elephant print.
Elephant print. That's what it's called, right?
Okay.
You know what I mean? A little bit sexy. So yeah, I just like them. I don't know why. I know Fred will probably hate them, but I got these in America, which makes it sound like a right idiot. I either got them in Atlanta or New York.
Why does it make you sound like an idiot?
Because you know how people go on, I got my trainers from here and I went there.
Well, that's why you got them from. That's why you got them from. There's no wrong with that.
Nah, sounds a bit.
But if you can't get them over here, get them in America.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I've not seen
One of
anybody.
my pairs just came from America.
Yeah, well, you're an idiot anyway.
Go on, Judy, carry on. What were you saying there?
Yeah, I've not seen anybody wear them, so that's why I like them. You know, whenever I put them on,
yeah,
you get your feet stared at, so.
Which is what it's all about as well. And at the end of the day, we'll wear with trainers also because we like the look of them, but we also want people to have trainer envy, don't we? Yeah, definitely.
The thing I like about them as well, they've got the Jordan 3 soles on them as well. So
the Jordan what? Sorry, Mike.
It's got the Jordan 3 soles on them.
3 soles.
Well, they've got the sole from the Jordan 3.
All right. Okay. Right. Okay. So a bit of a Frankenstein trainer then.
Yeah, it's like one of the Spike Joneses, which is they've got it's like about 4 or 5 different types of Jordans and put them all together.
All right, nice one.
That's what that is.
Champion. Okay, then. Well, we'll We'll take a break from trainers for a second, and I just want to ask you a question, just so we can have a bit of discussion about it. What has been your biggest shock this year that you would say, or shocks, sir? Can be more than one. Just I'll start with you, John. What's been some of the biggest shocks?
Been off work for 8 months.
Why we off work for 8 months?
Lockdown and me knee operation. So
yeah.
8 months since March. So I'm literally back now properly. So it's been not the most exciting of things, but I'm better now. I've got my bike. So if it wasn't for my bike out and you guys doing these, I would have gone mental, I think. So thank you for helping me out, for not being so weirder, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Biggest shock. Yeah, definitely welcome, because I think it's not just you've definitely helped me out. You know what I mean? All together, it's definitely been a thing. Obviously, one of the biggest shocks being there's this thing come from China, as it was said. About this time, or not maybe it's even November when I first started hearing about end of November, and then it was like, there's this thing, and it was like, for me, it was like, it's going to be like SARS, it's going to be like Ebola, it's going to be, when mad cow and all these things, what use, but I've heard for years since I was a kid, this is gonna totally destabilize the world, and this is gonna happen, and that's gonna happen, and you're always like, yeah, because you heard it that many times, and then we heard it was in Britain, and we're like, oh, okay, it's in Britain. And then it was in February, and people were like, oh, this is really getting a hold now. Close the schools, everybody stop working. Next thing you know, right, we're going to be off for 3 weeks. That was the original thing, wasn't it? And we're in tier 3 now at the moment, 2 weeks before Christmas. It's like, it's still here. And when's it going to go away? It's just scary. I've been to my dad's before, and he's just been told that he's going for injection next week. He's vaccination next week. He's on the list. So that's where we're at. So that's one of my biggest shocks. Michael, you got any shocks?
Probably that Public Enemy brought out a new album.
Okay.
Because they said they had broke up, and then all of a sudden they were back together.
That was a bit of a funny one.
The album was amazing.
Yeah.
It was an April Fool's joke, wasn't it?
Well, it was a good April Fool's joke then, wasn't it? It was like, because I honestly thought they were just like had really fallen out.
I've got to be honest. I was very disappointed with them because I just thought it was a horrible stunt, and I thought better of them.
That's another thing. It's like it's a shock because it's good news, but it's a shock also to think, have they done it as a publicity stunt to make more money or something like that? You know, you're thinking it's a weird one, you know, but it's a good shock.
Yeah, I was just disappointed because I just thought, whatever the reason, it's like, you know, if you're doing it for an April Fool thing, I just thought they were above that. I didn't think Chuck D would do something like that, so I was a bit, it's a bit disappointed. I expect that from some of the, you know, no disrespecting, but some of the younger artists. You'd expect that from some of the British ones or some of the ones in America. You know, the so-called sort of like mumble or new age rap. But just wouldn't have expected that from Public Enemy, but it is what it is. Julie, anything?
Yeah, no, just on that, I was going to say, you know, Public Enemy is a bit of a shocker, but also, if you're going to release music, do it on the worth of the music and not because of some crap like that.
Yeah, you agreed.
You know, I mean, I'm surprised I thought they needed to do a stunt like that.
Yeah.
And when you actually hear the album, they didn't need to do that because it's one of the albums of the year for me, like.
Right. Okay. Fair enough. Any other shocks that, like, you know, like things that you're like, wow, yeah, nothing else?
How people have come together through this, like the COVID, how like everybody, like all your neighbours and stuff have come together and stuff like that. I think it's a nice shock. It's like being back. I mean, obviously we weren't there, but it's obviously like being back in the wartime, isn't it? All the people getting together.
I think it was. I think it was at the start, but I think that's for me anyway. I feel as though it's really done.
It's waned a bit, yeah, definitely. But
right.
Do you not think there's more respect?
No, I think there was at first. I think for the first few months, I thought it was really. We went from people being absolute selfish gits, nicking out the toilet roll. You know, I watched. Yeah, you forgot that now, but remember when there was no toilet roll and everyone was nicking out the toilet roll, and then we went from that to. I remember getting up one morning, me and Emma got up and we always put the telly on. GMTV was on, and we were still in bed watching it, and it was a poor woman she'd done a shift in a COVID ward, a nurse. Yeah, she'd come out to go to the shops to get some food. Do you know what I mean? In the morning, and there was nothing on the shelves, and she was crying. I was just like, you know, that sums it up really. Selfish gits, stockpiling. Don't get us wrong. You know, we went and got a bit extra food because we didn't want to have to keep going out to the shops, because the more you go to the shops, the more chance you got of getting COVID. That's what mine and Emma's rationale was. But at the same time, we weren't being greedy and just like, you know, get your hand on a shelf and just pulling everything across. Like some people were probably literally. But I just thought, yeah, that summed it up. Like people were really selfish, and then we saw the coming together. People clapping on the steps of the house. There was, you know. We set something up, didn't we? Like, you know, where we were saying we'll go and deliver to people's houses or pick stuff up for people, and it was nice. You know, everyone was in it together, and then I just saw, you know, from everybody clapping to everybody being selfish, because the same people that were clapping are the same ones that were then started going out and having parties in the houses, and they're the ones that's filling the wards up. So it's the selfishness of that. Do you know what I mean? It's like you're clapping for the NHS, but then you're actually making the NHS worse. So that's my thing on it anyway. You know, so that was a shock for me for this year. Like just the sort of the fickleness of people. You know, that kind of like fickleness. So, yeah.
Is that really a shock?
Well, no, you're right, Julie. It's not a shock. It's just sad. You know what I mean? It's like people were like, yes, it's a Dunkirk spirit. Let's come together. Like the war, like Michael said, like when we were down in the what do you call it, in the air raid shelters, and everybody was mucking in together. That there was a bit of that, and I just think it's disappeared, and it's come back with a vengeance of horribleness and disgustingness. You know. And then, go on.
Saying that with. Me and Jake's just been to the Chinese, and there was a woman in there, no mask on, and now what she broadcast to the whole Chinese, I'm not putting a mask on because people like him over there behind the counter bring this over here, and I was like, I didn't hear because I wasn't in. Jake had heard it, and I just thought he told us about. I'm like, I would just threw out the shop if I was the owner of that shop. Like,
yeah, but she's so desperately doesn't want to catch it that she's not wearing a mask because she's worried that these people out from there brought it from over there.
exactly.
Yeah, which is in there giving them money. Yeah. I don't even want to even mention any more of that. I've got nothing else to say on it. I think just that one for them people, because it's just ridiculous. Anyway, back to the trainers. Unless anybody's got anything else to say. No? Okay, John, over to you. What's your next pair of trainers?
Right. It's a pair of Adidas.
Ooh.
This is the most comfortable pair of shoes of this year by far. It's the Adidas Ultra Boost 2020s, which is lush, but it's the International Space Station version, which apparently they're taking to the ISS. So
you had to, didn't you? You had to.
So yeah, lovely. Well, they're not Star Wars. They're not Star Wars. But I like the way how that changes from purple to blue as well. It's very
okay.
So, but yeah.
So what you're saying? They wear them in space?
Yeah, the Adidas have done a thing with the International Space Station, with the International Lab. So these are actually good to the ISS. So yeah, but most comfortable shoes are 2020, and probably the most comfortable Ultra Boost because you get 20% more boost now as well, which is just. But
I like the silhouette on them. Like they're nice.
Yeah, but Fred, because I've got flat feet as well.
Yeah.
I wear these for work all day.
I was just going to ask you that. Like, it might be the kind of one I might want to wear to work. Like, you know.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
They're amazing. But yeah. So Ultra Boost 2020s. I've got the 90s and I've got the ones.
Expensive.
160, I think. 140, 160.
Yeah, you've just lost me. I don't care.
You can get them on sale now. They're going down in price. So I got them just like the day they got released. So, but I don't mind paying that much if it's going to not have me being in pain.
Yeah,
I think it's But yeah. So that's pair of Adidas for you.
Judy, Michael, anything to say on those trainers?
Yeah, I don't like them.
Right, gotta be honest.
Straight to the point.
That's all right.
Oh, no, you know, I'm like stuck like 20, 30 years in the past. I'll blatantly admit it. So, yeah, it's me again. I'm like that with my music, with my trainers, everything. But one thing I would say, you know, how it said you had extra boost stuff in it. Is that why for you, Mr. Bump? I can just imagine you like bringing and bouncing along into walls and shit.
That hasn't happened yet in them, so no.
You need something that sticks to the ground or something, like Velcro on the bottom.
For those
Could you just imagine the accidents I would have if I got stuck to the pavement if I was walking?
For those who don't know, John is our resident Mr. Man. He's Mr. Bump. He's forever having accidents, banging into things, falling off things, falling over things, falling down things. You name it, John will fall down at the drop of a hat. Scars a lot. Okay. So I'm next. And I'm going to bring you these. Stan Smiths. I have lots of pairs of Stan Smiths. You know, lots of white pairs of Stan Smiths with different flashes on. I wear whatever I'm wearing. I'm always colour coordinated with them, you know. Just nice, simple tennis shoe. I've got the fat laces in. And yeah, they're not the most comfortable as for me, again, because of my flat feet and that, and my back pains. But, you know, like I say, if I'm going somewhere like a pub or something like that, like you'll see us rocking these, especially in the summer. They're a bit dirty. They need a bit of a clean up.
I was just about to say, look at this, look at that.
Hey, I don't care. I wasn't going to jazz them up just for ratings, John. And now you're like your little thingies on and all of that. They are what they are. They're a working shoe. You know what I mean? So they're not, you know, I wear them. They're not, you know, they're not like just kept on like a glass box. But I love Stan Smiths. They're a really nice tennis shoe, and I really like them. You know what I mean? So, how's everybody feeling about me Stan Smiths?
Mm-hmm. Like I said, they're better than the first ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
A lot better.
I like them with the laces.
Yeah.
Judy?
And white. I love the white colour as well, white and blue.
Yeah, they're okay. They're acceptable.
Okay, acceptable. Very diplomatic.
I love it.
I'm not I don't mind Stan Smith, but they're not my favourite.
Right, I love them. They're just a nice, simple shoe. There's no flashing lights. I know, like, John's our resident flipping, you know, he likes trinkets and bows and, you know what I mean? Woo, woo, look at me. Yes, you do. Like, loads of arrows. Look at my trainers. He does. Riddler, over to you.
Says the bloke with a tinsel around his neck.
Oh, you know, exactly.
just for Christmas. Never mind you with your cactus.
That's Catherine's office Christmas tree.
Oh, I know what they are.
Terrible.
Such a child.
Yes.
Air Max 1.
Air Max what?
Air Max 1.
1. Is that the original Air Max, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the original colourways as well. This is the anniversary edition, this.
Okay. Julie,
Love
what
them.
do you think?
I like them, but I like the Air Max 90 better.
Okay.
Like, Air Max are a strange one for me because I used to have them back in the day and they were really good. First of all, if you pin tucked your jeans and rolled them up, they look good.
Yeah.
And then second, because I'm a short ass, it was like wearing a heel. Handy. But yeah, but now all the Chavas have wrecked them for me, so I'm a bit like that with Air Max.
No, because they always wear the horrible, like, snidey copies, which is like the horriblest colours and all shiny and glittery and everything.
I always have this argument with people. About Air Max. That the Chavas, yes, the Chavas have them, but they have the shit ones.
I know, but then I'm going to have to look at their feet to see what they're wearing. So
we are Vinyl Vandals. We don't be judgmental about people and start calling them Chavas, okay? Because that's just like, you know, that's how the government treats us all as Chavas. So remember that, yeah? But, you know, you wear them if you like them. If you don't like them, you don't like them. It's simple as that
true.
for me, you know?
But I think what's happened is, with Air Maxes, they've been given us like a stigma by certain people wearing them.
Yeah.
And because of that, they're probably one of my favourite colourways, and I love the Air Max ones. I'm surprised I actually haven't got a pair in my favourite 5 here, so I'm surprised at.
Okay.
So tough.
I know.
Plus, it's a b-boy shoe.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you for certain types of b-boys, not an original b-boy shoe. That's for sure.
I know. If you go into the 90s and you look at you watch certain videos, Brand Nubian and stuff like that, they all got these on.
Yeah, the 90s isn't original b-boys though, is it? Okay.
I was waiting for that.
I'm just saying.
The boom bap era.
Okay. Julie?
Out wrong with it.
Okay, next pair are my disco shell toes.
Jazzies.
Look at them.
Whoa.
It looks gold on there, but it's like a copper colour.
Okay. Yeah.
And I wear these where I have to go somewhere that isn't really a trainer place because these are my dressed up shoes. So yeah, I wear these when I want to look smart and a bit more ladylike.
Okay. What kind of laces you got in there? The fat black?
Yeah, fat black. I don't know if you can see, but yeah, they've got wider laces in.
Nice one. Okay.
That's all I know about them. Is it? I just buy my trainers if I like the colour and the style. That's all I go off.
Same here.
I don't know any history about them.
Yeah.
I can't remember where I got them half the time. It's just they're pretty. I'll have them.
Well, John's what trainer aficionado. He's the one that normally knows the history of trainers and stuff more than most of us. So he's normally the one that knows the ins and outs of, you know, when he's telling you stuff about them. I'm like, oh, okay. I just like the trainer.
Well, the superstars, well, this like the 60, 70, about 70 years old now. They've been around since. Mm-hmm. So, like, I mean, obviously they started as a basketball shoe.
Yeah,
that's what they're designed for. Not that they'll like make you jump high or anything like that. But I love them, but they cripple my feet now. Yeah, I can't wear them for too long.
Yeah, same superstars. You know, if I'm going shopping, I'm not wearing superstars because my feet are gonna hurt. You know what I mean? Superstars are just to be seen chilling in the bar, or do you know what I mean? Maybe he's going to a gig with some of my older superstars. I can stand a gig, for so long. But
I couldn't wear Superstars for a
gig.
I'll be quick.
If I was coming outside and going back to a bar or going into my car, but if I was going to a gig and then walking around town, then I'll be in trouble. Do you know what I mean? But I also like wearing Superstars at gigs because if you get like beer on them and people standing on you, it wipes off is better than like your suede type trainers and that. That's the trouble for me.
I don't know about you, but I like the shape of trainers from the side. I like them to be quite triangle.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's just me, but I think some people used to do this as well, is you would wear socks inside to push
so they
them up,
stuck out, yeah. Mm-hmm.
You'd what? You wear socks inside?
You would like ball up some socks and you would put them in there, so that shape there would come up more.
Yeah.
And it would widen it out.
Oh, yeah. You can even buy those. I've got some, like where you sort of like, it's like it goes inside your shoe and it's like a tourniquet. You turn it and it widens out. Actually widens your trainer and lifts the roof up a bit as well, which helps as well. I'll send you a link and show you what I mean.
Yeah, no, you could just wear socks in there, but then as the night went on, they used to always fall out and I'd leave a trail of like...
Oh, wear them when you're wearing them. Never heard that before.
Oh,
Is it just me? Sure, it's
no. I've heard of it.
Never heard of it in my life.
Really?
People used to do with the people used to do with the Air Max ones as well.
Yeah, that's where I first started with my Air Max.
Yeah.
You would get that like proper little chunky triangle thing.
Okay, never heard of it. Whoosh. Okay.
Thanks, John.
I've got another question for you. Answer it if you want to answer it. It's entirely up to you. What's been some of the worst events this year that you thought, oh, that's horrible, or like world events locally, like in Newcastle, not like nationally, as in across the country or abroad? Some of the worst events.
I would say all of that shit in America.
Yeah.
The police, the killings, the shootings, the whatever, the Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
The reasoning for that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just puts me on the floor every time. I kind of can't comprehend it.
Yeah, definitely for me. Also, like, I think back to COVID, just the way old folks were sent home from hospital to nurses' home to die, which to me is murder. And I hope they have an inquiry at the end of all of this to look into that, because I think it's an absolute disgrace. I'm not wanting to jump on my political soapbox, but I think it does need mentioning that people were sent home basically to die because they're old. Just get rid of them out of the hospital and get them home and let them just die back in the nursing homes and die, which I think is an absolute disgrace. Which I think is really sad. Any other shocks? Worst events that you think, oh, that was really bad, or?
I can't remember what happened yesterday. Never mind, it's like the beginning of the year. So
another worst thing. Go on, sorry, Michael. Go on.
Obviously, to go on from the COVID, the work, like, it's not the end of a world event, but for like all of our mates who are in the music business, all of the gigs and stuff getting cancelled for them.
Definitely.
It's their livelihood, and it's when we were talking to Smooth on Favourite 5, he had 82 shows cancelled. Yeah. 82.
Yeah.
And you've got to remember, with his group, it's between, I think it's 6 of them as well.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not as bad as the other things that were said. I mean, the police in America, that was disgusting, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I liked the reaction at first of the people, but then I didn't like the reaction of them looting the shops and stuff like that. I didn't agree with that.
Okay, it's a hard one for me, because I think what always happens with things like this is people in general, black or white, are supposed to just put up with shit. Okay, getting slammed against car bonnets of cars, getting slammed on the ground, getting people's knees rubbed in their necks till they snap, till they've got nowhere left, and they're supposed to just put up with that and put up with that and put up with that. Okay, and when people bite back and say, I'm going to say it, fuck it, I'm not putting up with that anymore. When people do that, okay, you do get a backlash. And what always annoys us, and you know, no disrespect to Riddler, but what I always get upset about is you will always get some people taking advantage of a situation, okay, especially when they're poor. So if they've got no money, they can say there's no police around, they're going to break into shops, they are going to loot, and you know, I'm not going to sit here and throw stones at them and say they're out of order. It is what it is for me. We know that it's breaking the law, we know that it's not right, but I'm not going to sit here and go on about that as much as I'm going to go on about the reason why the other people are out there marching, in, because actually there was more people marching and venting their anger at the police than there was for the looters. Even if you saw 100 looters, there was 1,000 people marching, but people only concentrate on the 100 looters. And I think that's what I get upset about. It's like, I'm not making any excuses for the looters, you know. I'd be really upset if my kids did that. But what I would also say is we've got to be really careful that we don't always sort of demonize the few. It's like at the moment this Black Lives Matter slogan has been around for a while. Like, you know, Black Lives do matter. You know, you can't just go around killing people willy-nilly thinking that Black Lives don't matter. It's become a slogan. Some people have jumped on that and made an organization. I'm not a member of the Black Lives Matter organization at all. Okay, I have nothing to do with it. I don't even like being in organizations, because organizations then start having sets of rules and start telling you what to do and think. And I have a problem with that sometimes, because, you know, I don't always agree with everybody. And I think what happens is we're pinned our whole thing on Black Lives Matter as an organization for being Marxist and being this and that. And it's like, actually, that's not where it came from. Do you know what I mean? They're over there doing that, but why are we always just concentrating on them? So now the media's got a hold of it. Now it's becoming into football. You've got all of this going on, yada, yada, yada. And now we've forgotten what the real reason why people started doing it in the first place, because people's over here arguing over shit. And I think we need to get back to what we were talking about in the first place, which is Black Lives Matter when people don't think they do. And when I'm saying people, I mean the police who think they can get away with just going around and stamping on somebody's neck until there's no life left in it. That's me, you know, personally. So that's been like one of the worst events for me as well, I would say.
I think another thing, like I'm going to change slightly subject.
Do what you want.
Is politicians, how, especially in America at the minute, with like how the election went and how Trump's been going on and everything like that, and how the UK government, how all these new businesses set up of friends of politicians and everything.
Yeah.
Basically, them and the mates versus everybody else.
Yes. Yeah, agreed.
But that's me off my soapbox for the day. So yeah.
Another horrible event I would say as well is, and it shouldn't be, but I think we all do. We hold people in high regard. A bit like you were saying there about politicians, John, but in a different way. As being, you've had these people. You know, we've all been in the bang of the hip hop from like the early days, from the starts of the early days of hip hop. Then you're finding out that some of these people aren't what they seem to be. And not just hip-hop artists, by the way, actors, politicians, singers. You know what I'm talking about? Child flipping sex allegations. It really, really pisses off and upsets us. But I've had to have a word with myself over the last few days, actually, and say, hang on a second. Men in hip-hop are no different to men in rock, and no different to men in Houses of Parliament. They're no different to men that live next door to me and live the back of me and in the front of my house here. You know what I mean? Some of those men are dirty, disgusting paedophiles who take advantage of children, unfortunately. But it shouldn't take away from the vast majority of men who aren't like that. And I think that's, you know, same for domestic violence as well, which is also in hip hop, like everywhere else. But we've started focusing in on just that and say, oh no, not him. Oh no, not her. Sorry, oh no, not him. Oh no, not him. And it's like, well, actually, of course they're going to be there because they're men, and some men do that. You know, I don't know how you feel about that, but it's just, I think we've got to just rethink about how we frame it. You know, I've just heard something last night about I'll not say it on here. I've just heard about another famous person in hip hop who's another predator, which is gutting as well. You know, thoughts?
Yeah, I think you're right. You can't just link it into hip hop. It's just, you know, it's an age-old thing.
Yeah.
You know, the corruption, the cover-ups. You know, we've all heard it before over here about the Catholic Church, about politicians, about everybody.
Yeah.
Football coaches, Boy Scout coaches. You know what I mean? You can go from up here to wherever.
Yeah.
And it's still right from there. And it's you know what I mean? It chills your blood. It really does. And the cover up and the people that are in on it, you know, it's like everything. I've had to zone out of a lot of stuff this year purely just to keep my head in check.
Yeah, same.
Because when all of this shit comes around, you just think it and think it and think it, and you know, it just puts you in a bad space with people in general.
Yeah, agreed.
You know, it's hard to pull yourself out of it.
Yeah. What I would say,
it's disgusting how
you hit the nail on the head there, Julie, when you said that. I think there's the people that cover up. It's not just been this year; it's been other years as well. But I think the people that cover up, but also the people that make excuses for them as well. Oh well, but their beats are still great. I think it's really difficult, you know, because some of these artists have got, you know, quite a bit of their music, and yeah, it is funky, yeah, it is great, but they are what they are, and we can't make excuses up for them. Do you know what I mean? We definitely can't make excuses up for them. And I don't know how you feel, but it's just really hard when I hear people making excuses up for people as well. But I also would say, until there's some hard evidence as well, we've got to be careful, because it's easy just to throw that around. You don't like Fred, we'll just say Fred's this. It's easy to do. Doesn't mean it's true as well. You know what I mean? So I think we've got to be careful the other way. But when evidence is served up in front of you time and time again, you got to take it seriously.
The difference is, though, in the UK, you can go back and you can charge people for thingy crimes. In America, you can't.
It's 5 years or something, isn't it? Is it 5 years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so far back in America.
Yeah.
But in England, you can go back like 20, 30, 40, 50 years.
Whatever it is, as long as you got the evidence, whatever it is.
In America, you can't. That's why certain people haven't been arrested.
Yeah.
Over this.
Yeah, it's sad.
And that's a problem.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, I don't know the stats off the top of my head, but in order for something like that to have enough evidence to be picked up as a case and then to go to court and then to be actually found guilty, you know what I mean? Like, the numbers just go down like that.
Yeah.
You know, and often it's like the woman's background or lifestyle or whatever, you know, oh, she wore a short skirt, so therefore, you know, and it's her that's put on trial and not the people who've done it. So
yeah, all that shit. Yeah, you're right. She wore a short skirt. She had a low cut top on. She wasn't wearing a bra. She was promiscuous because she slept with loads of blokes. And so what? You know what I mean? The blokes don't get judged for the fact that they slept with her. Just that she gets judged because she slept with them. It's just shocking. It is really, really shocking. You know, people need to have a word with ourselves. Anyway, before we delve too far into the depressive state, let's go. Let's go to the next trainers, John. Next
okay. Look, pair Nike.
Shocking stunned.
What's that on the box? What does that say on the box?
It's the Nike Ispers. Improvise, scavenge, protect, and adapt. It's a division of Nike where they basically get loads of bits and bobs and just put them together and make it a new shoe. And that's them there. Which I know Fred is absolutely you can see he's going to be sick, but I absolutely love these. They're amazing. And they've got the React sole, which is Nike's version of Ultra Boost almost. They are so comfortable.
Just going to say, John, they look very much like the Adidas Ultras.
They look nothing like them.
The sole in that. You don't think they do?
No.
Not the Ultras. What's the other ones? Sorry, not the Ultras. What's it called? Yeezys.
Well, that's Boost.
They look
nothing like Yeezys.
They look like Yeezys, man.
No, they don't. But the cool thing about these is when you tie them at the back there, which is really cool. Something different.
It looks like a washing line at the back.
Exactly. I love washing lines. They're my favourite things in the world. So yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I love them.
God, man. John, what are you playing at, man? Right, what's your verdicts, Riddler?
Well, it's like something. It's like something out of like when you see like a science fiction film, and it says this is what we're going to be doing: flying cars, stuff like that. They're very, very futuristic. That's what I'll say.
They are so comfortable. That's the most important thing about a shoe.
You sound like a granny.
What?
You sound like a granny. They're so comfortable.
And that's coming from Wu-Tang Gran.
I like about them.
Sorry?
I've got one thing that I like about them. I like the way the laces are like on a slant. Yeah. I like that design feature, but I don't like the laces and I don't like anything else.
Okay.
But,
I like the colour's nice.
Can you guess what I think about them?
I don't know.
Wait a minute.
He's getting his bucket.
He's going to be... I know.
He's ghost-faced them.
You've got your ghost face back on that one. Yeah.
I've got a pair of white ones as well, and I'm this close to ordering a pair of brown ones. So...
Okay, John. Thanks for that.
Right, man, John, take no notice. Ooh.
Is that pair of suedes?
Classics.
I have about 4 pairs of these, but I just thought I'd get these ones out. But yeah, I have like 4 different like colorways. But yeah, I've just recently put these gold trainer laces in to go with the swoosh on the side. You know, yeah, you know, like obviously because I suede, not that one of my summer type of shoes I wear. I don't tend to wear them in the winter very much. I tend to wear them in the summer only. But I do like them. You know, nice simple trainer.
Like you.
Osh.
How do people feel about the Puma suedes?
Everyone likes the suede.
Come on.
Yes.
Doesn't mean you like them. Does everybody own a pair? Does everybody? You have a pair? Riddler, do you have a pair?
Yeah. Are you bringing yours out now, like, Julie? Is that your
No, not yet. Not yet.
No, he's not that 5, but yeah, I've got suedes.
Yeah.
Love them.
I've got suede, yes, I've got
suede.
So that's a unanimous then. Nice, simple trainer. Great with a pair of jeans, great with a pair of shorts, as far as I'm concerned.
An original style.
And also great with a pair of chinos, actually. You know, pair of khakis, as they say in the West Coast. So nice with a pair of them and now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Riddler, you're up next.
Well, you took me thunder, but what I'll do is I'll bring these in.
Oh, I know what these are.
Mm-hmm.
My latest acquisition.
Oh.
Air Max 90. Original infrareds.
They're not called infrared though now, are they? They've changed the name.
It's called you want the cards on the box? Right there. They're called
Solar Red.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Aye.
Why were they called infrareds for?
Because apparently it's meant to be like an infrared colourway. But it's more of a pinky orange.
But like the black sheep say, you can get with this, or you can get with that one.
I know.
No, you see, you have to do it, don't you, Riddler?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't help yourself, can you?
1 second.
No, I'm just
can't
saying,
help yourself.
you can get with this one,
Can't
or you
help
can get with
yourself.
that one.
Got these ones on my top 5.
You can't help yourself, can you?
Nah.
5 pairs of trainers. That's all I asked for, and you all have to start cheating, don't you? You now, Julie.
No, these are basically 5 pairs, but
They're not.
they're just the same pair. I just wanted to show you different colour of them.
Yeah, well, I could have done that with my superstars and showed you about 10 pairs of different superstars.
Yeah, should have, but
get them off.
Now that's the ultimate UK b-boy hip hop trainer in the 90s.
No, it's not.
It is like
they are.
I will argue that till
I was going to.
Them with a pair of pin tucks and diamond socks. Everybody had them. Everybody.
This everybody didn't, right?
Silver Bullet.
Here.
You look at. I got these because, like, when originally in the 90s, because I saw Silver Bullet with a pair.
Mm-hmm.
Was that not the late 80s?
Sorry.
Was it not the late 80s?
Well, it's 89,
Because I had
90.
mine in Newcastle and I'd left from Manchester before then, and I had my Air Max then.
Well, they're the Air Max 90s. They've got released in 90s.
Yeah, Air Max 90, so they didn't come out until 1990.
90? Must be 90 then, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you know what? I wish I selected.
And now everybody's still wearing them. Everybody. Yep. All the young'uns wear them.
Riddler. Stop saying everybody, because this B-boy over here is not wearing them, right? Okay? And I'm everybody. So stop saying everybody. You're lying.
Yeah, well.
Julie, I take it it's a thumbs up from you.
Yeah, I had those, but they were blue. Where the red is, they were blue.
Okay.
Yeah. Diamond socks, all that.
Yeah. Need to ask, John?
I love them. They're one of my favourite shoes ever.
Ah, well. So that's 3 out of the 4.
And they're very, very comfortable.
Yes.
Yeah.
Until the bubble bursts.
Yeah, until the bubble bursts, aye.
Okay.
But John, the bubble will never burst on Air Max.
Oh, mine do.
No. The bubble will never burst on Air Max.
I got you. Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Moving across to Julie now. What's your trainer, Julie? Get them rubbish away.
Right.
Yeah.
Little settle Fred down a bit. We've got some more shell toes.
Ooh, and orange laces.
Right, use the laces. I haven't changed the laces in these ones. But they're
the half and half.
Right.
Nice.
Half
Let me
orange.
take the laces off.
I'm not sure about them ones. I'm not sure about the orange splash. I've got to say, I'm not sure.
I don't care.
I almost bought a pair last week.
They're not yours.
But we're here to critique.
No.
Go on.
This is why I didn't get the rivalry. I got these before lockdown, and it's why I haven't changed the laces or wore them, and I've still got all of this on.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just thought they were different. This is why I didn't get the rivalry that Riddler had on.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah. You got them.
Colorways really similar.
Mm-hmm.
They are the size anniversary exclusives as well, aren't they?
Yeah. 20 year.
Yeah, 20-year anniversary ones.
Okay. Nice one.
Yeah, you see, I don't know this shit. I just think, oh, they look pretty. And
That's why the orange on one side, because the logo is orange.
Yeah.
Okay, then. What's been the best event of the year?
The Vinyl Vandals YouTube shows.
Nice one. I would definitely say that's been great. Only because I think, and also obviously the radio shows as well. I just think we've done a lot. You know, we haven't been slouches sitting around with all of the. I'm going back to COVID again because COVID seems to just obviously has dominated this year. But like I think John said before, and I'll obviously concur. For me, it's been the fact that for me, anyway, for my mental health has been suffering a lot this year. Because of COVID's obviously put a seal on it, but it's already been struggling anyway. And I think, you know, us just coming together and just having chats on Facebook Messenger, doing the you know, obviously you have the chat when Riddler does his lives every Monday, and then obviously doing the favorite fives has been really good for me. Anyway, you know, it's really helped us a lot, and I think we've been dead supportive of each other, and you know, like ringing each other, making sure everything's okay. And I've really, you know, just want to thank you. Obviously, it's been, you know, the news and people that have tuned in and people give us feedback and that, you know, it's been nice. You know, obviously people are listening, hopefully listening to this when we broadcast this, but getting messages off people as well. You know, like some of the rappers, the UK rappers have got in touch. We've got a message to the Off Q Rock, which has been really, really nice. Obviously, shout out to people like Bella B, who's always on. Blade was on to me last night. I was chatting to Blade for ages last night into the early hours via WhatsApp. It's just been really nice. Just all of that, like saying you're doing a great job. Tell Julie, John, and Michael that, you know, I love what you're doing. It's just been great. It's just been nice. So yeah, definitely agree with that, Julie. Anybody else?
Can I just say something as well?
Yeah.
This is the first time all 4 of us have been together on a video.
Yeah.
No.
Took a long time to happen.
This looks like a normal night out.
We just need Emma popping her head in and saying something abusive to me, and then we'll have a.
Come on, Emma. You can do it.
We need Catherine to pop her head in and give us a V's as well, you know, like she does. Then we're sorted. Any other good events this year then that you would talk about?
I just think with what Sandy done with, like, what you say about the radio station.
Yeah.
What Sandy Duff's done with the radio station, because
he
had he's had quite a hard year, losing his job and stuff, and losing the thing that he's built up. So to start the radio station off his own back, do it, and invite local DJs, but also national DJs as well, to get some really good high-profile people on, you know, like Alternate, Smooth and Terrell.
Yeah.
And plus, nobody's getting paid.
Yeah.
And nobody's getting paid. They're all just doing it for free.
Yeah.
And I think it's a great little radio station.
I definitely agree with that, Riddler. I agree with that enough. I think also for me, anybody else? Sorry, I'll let anybody else say any other events that they think of this year that's been really good. It was a horrible, for me, one of the events of the year for me, one of the things that'll always last for me, I think, in years to come. Hopefully when I'm a granddad and I've got my little grandkids bouncing something down on me, I'm talking about when I was younger and this happened. I think one of the things for me was, it was a horrible thing, was the Black Lives Matter marches. I think watching young people being politicized and saying, actually, I'm not having enough with it. I think that was a beautiful thing to see. People saying, actually, you know, I'm not having it anymore. Young people, you know, also marching about climate change. I think it's been amazing. It was at the start of the year, and then obviously things happened. But I just think young people, because young people get a bad deal, always get slagged off for being lazy. They're not the same as what they used to be like. Students don't do this. The students in Manchester, when they were saying we're not going to be, you know, when they put the fence up and try to keep them in, and they say I'm not putting up with that anymore. I just, you know, respect to them for that. And I would also say one of the biggest things for me was that thing in London where the sort of like EDL or whoever they were tried to sort of like march against the Black Lives Matter, and there was that sort of standoff. And then that Millwall fan got knocked to the ground, knocked unconscious, and that guy, Big Hutch, picked him up on his shoulder and carried him. I think that's going to be one of the most iconic pictures in years to come. I think that's going to be like just the kind of like, you know, when he's been interviewed and you said, no, I know he's against me, but I couldn't see him on the ground being like, stop eating all them chocolates here, I'm watching you. I just think it's going to be one of the most iconic things ever. I think people, in years to come, people will be wearing T-shirts with that on. That'll become like a massive statement. I think that was like, for me, it's been one of the defining moments of 2020. You know, along pushing aside COVID and all of that, I think that's going to be one of the biggest things. You know, so it was an amazing thing to see, a beautiful thing to see. You know, anything else? Anybody else?
Can I mention Star Wars?
You can mention what you want. It's your thing.
The Mandalorian Series 2, best thing on TV this year.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay, that's 2 votes. Julie's still eating chocolate off camera, but we're watching her.
Top 5 TV for me has been Bulletproof, Schitt's Creek, What We Do in the Shadows, which is a comedy about vampires, Umbrella Academy, and then Mandalorian.
Okay.
I've only watched 2 things this year, and that's Umbrella Academy and Mandalorian. I very rarely watch the telly, so.
Fair enough.
Oh, top 6, sorry. We'll put us at number 1, Vinyl Vandals YouTube channel.
Put us at number 6. What did you see, a 6 or 1?
No, number 1. Mandalorian will go to number 2.
Mandalorian can take a hike. Okay, John, so over to you.
I'm going to choose a pair of Adidas. No. Oh, but wait until you see them, though. You're going to love these pairs. It's another pair of boots.
God.
And it's got 350 on it. And unfortunately, it involves this tosser.
Uh-oh. It's not going to be them Croc things, is it?
No.
Right,
Yeezy Boost 350 V2s.
John, sorry to interrupt your thing there. Can you just go and get those other ones that I said were very similar and put them next to them, please? Those Nike ones.
I knew you were going to say that.
The Nike ones? All right, okay.
The black ones you had before.
Okay, right, so they look absolutely nothing.
They look very similar. Put them close together. No, some look like that. On top, yeah. Nah, man. Like, yes. There, raise them up a bit there. Are you telling me they're very similar?
They look nothing alike.
I'm sorry, like they're very similar.
No.
They do, like.
Anyway, so everyone takes a piss out of these, but I don't care because I love them. So there you go. What do you call them, slippers, Fred?
I'd call them shite.
Yeah. What did he say? Shite.
Tank.
A couple of weeks ago, I posted a picture of a pair of these, and Ken Morses put a picture of a hovercraft.
Can I just say, John?
Boost sole, comfy as hell, dead stretchy, lovely. I love them.
It is. The sole is very wide, like, isn't it? It does look like the bottom of a hovercraft.
Yeah, but there we go. Anyway,
there's a theme with you, John. You love your little comfy little slippers, don't you? You love your little comfy little, and you know what it always reminds me of? There's a song that was out years ago. It goes a little something like this: Grandad, we love you. Grandad, we do.
Well, you know the problems I've had with my knees and everything, and they've helped us. Without them, I would have been crippled. So mock away, I don't care. But no, seriously,
moccasin away. Moccasin away.
Boost is the most comfortable thing for your feet, I think, and obviously, yeah, they're the Kanye's, but I've got a few pairs of Ultra Boosts, other Boosts and everything, and they are so comfortable.
Why would you say that they were like made by a total tosser and then go and spend like a lot of money on them?
Because I like them.
But that's like if Donald Trump brought them out and they were comfy, would you buy them?
I don't know. No,
she got you there, though. She got you there.
There would be bright orange then.
I've got some bright yellow ones.
You know?
Riddler, what's your verdict?
Personally, I wouldn't wear them, but I sort of like the top of them.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like the sole bit. The sole looks as though it's been like pumped up with a bicycle pump. But, I think they're nice though. And if John likes them,
Julie?
let John wear them.
I'm sure you can get boots on the NHS that are comfy if you need them.
See me trying to be diplomatic, and then she comes up with something like that.
You see, you're nice one.
Do you know what it is? Everyone's entitled to their own opinion, and I like them. You hate them. I think it's one of the reasons why I've put them on there, just to wind this up.
I know. I think you're trying to finish Fred off.
Well, I've got 3 pairs of them, 3 different colorways. So, but the new ones are horrible. I hate all the new ones. I don't like the new shapes and everything. So,
Fred, what's your verdict on them? Uh-oh.
But the Adidas...
Ghost-faced killer!
Got no right to call ourselves Adidas, and I'm going to have to send a strongly worded email to Adidas about their flipping hookup with flipping Mr. Yeezy.
Do you know what it is?
If you know what they'll say to you, they'll go,
first, this is the thing though, right? I know they're not to everybody's taste. I know that. But if you're in a dark room and someone put them on your feet and you went for a walk, you go, my God, these are so comfortable. Then when you switch the light on, you'll probably be sick, but...
Right, John, we're moving on.
Okay.
We'll take it you like them. That's fine. You're right. It's up to your taste and you're right. But they're nasty. Okay. Okay.
Next. Ooh. I've got mine on today.
Stop stealing his thunder, Riddler.
Nah, I've got mine on today. Mine are better colour than them.
So, whoa, easy now. So, anybody who knows me knows I've wore these for years. Okay, I absolutely love them. They're dead comfortable. You know, when we're talking about comfy slippers and all that John likes to wear, you know, if I'm going to work and I'm going to be up on my feet for 7 hours and stuff, or if I'm going shopping, I'm wearing some of these Adidas ZX 750s. Absolutely love them. And this colorway is my favorite colorway. I've just worn my last other pair of these down to death. I've just sold them actually on eBay. So I got some money for them, even though they were battered to hell. because this is a really rare colorway. You can't get them. Do you know what I mean? And actually, they've had a resurgence, and like they've gone back up to like 80, 90, 100 quid to get these now. You know, which is just crazy as far as I'm concerned. But I love them. Dead comfortable. You know, you can train in them, but you can just wear them casually. I love them.
Because everyone wants to be you, Fred.
Of course they do. Of course they do. They can't be though. So, what we're feeling, John? What you thinking?
I understand why you like them,
but
I've never owned a pair, so I can't say
they're
uncomfortable or anything like that. But
you never tried them on? You never tried them on?
I've never tried a pair, no. Okay. But they're not, well, obviously you've seen what sort of things I wear, so the two normal for me. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So yeah, but let me say, I'm not going to say they're minging or anything like that because they're not. They're just my kind of thing.
Julie,
how diplomatic was that?
No, you started off really like, I can understand why you like them.
okay. They're horrible. I'm going to be sick.
Right, let's have it.
I'm not really.
Right, I really like them. I love the shape of them. I don't like that colorway.
Fair enough.
I don't like luminous stuff and bright stuff. That's just me.
Maybe it's just the light. They're not that luminous. Actually, they're not. No. No, they're not. Definitely not. I think it's just the light because I've got my lights on and it's bouncing.
Right.
They're not that luminous. It's a mustard, so it's not like a bright yellow. It's like a mustard, you know.
You see on here, it's looking like Lollipop Lady green. Or something.
No, it's not. It's not. It's you know me. I wouldn't wear stuff like that. It's not like that at all.
I
like
I love them, me. They're your best pair so far.
That's fair enough. What about opinions?
No, I think I've got two pairs myself. I've got a pair on now, so
I've got absolutely loads of pairs, different colorways. I've got another ones that I like that are like the blue and white and red. I really like them as well. You probably see me. That's probably the ones you see me wear the most. I love these ones. I tend to wear them in the summer when it's not raining, and you know, like wear them when I go on holiday and stuff as well. I just love them. You know, with a pair of like chino cargo shorts on. You know, like the shorts with the pockets at the sides and that. You know, like the beige ones. I just like matching them up with them. Love them. Or like a green t-shirt or whatever like that. I just think they look mint. Love them.
And how would you accessorize? Would you have a bag, matching earrings, nail varnish?
Now there's a thing. You have to put the earrings on.
All right, Judy. Fancy grassing us up. Okay, thank you. Riddler, you're next. What's your poison? Oh, okay, nice.
The Puma suede.
Is that the Diamond Supply ones?
No, these are the Diamond Supply ones.
Again.
We're going to finish them off.
Off. Get them off, I'll mute you.
You can't go wrong with the Puma suede, can you?
Is that the original colours as well?
That's one of the original colours, I think.
No, had them dyed or anything, no?
No.
They're lovely.
Nice.
But what I like about the Puma suede is you can just pick them up dead cheap as well.
Yeah.
I think these were 30. These.
Nobody's interested in those. Get them off. Nobody's interested.
We'll put them ones away. These ones, which is like a collaboration with a company called Diamond Supply. I got them in TK Maxx for 20 quid.
Only if you're a short person with little feet, you can't get them for my size for cheap.
No, you can't get them in my size either. So it must be if you've got average feet.
Size 7 them. So
they're never under 40 quid.
They're the ultimate B-boy trainer, aren't they? They've got to be.
And B-girl.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant as well. B-person then. Do you agree? I would say more than a superstar.
That's the original, you know, what the original dancers used to wear, without a doubt. Yeah.
But would you say it was this one more than a superstar?
Oh, most definitely. Yeah.
I'd say the Puma, and then sort of Superstar came in a bit after.
Yeah, because Run DMC heralded the Superstar, that was the one for dancing people wore originally. Yeah, without a doubt.
But you see all the, just on that Martha Cooper documentary,
yeah,
you see all the writers and all the b-boys, they've all got these on.
And when you look at, I don't know if you follow that guy, I thought he's called Jamal something or other. He used to always take photographs in the Bronx and that. I'll send you a link because I follow him on Instagram. He's called Jamal something or other. He's took photographs for years, but like not so much of graffiti, but actually of people's fashion, like goose downs, and all of that type of stuff. You know what I mean? Kangles and all of that. The kids, crazy legs, all of that. You know, in the parks and all of that. They've always got them on, like always. You know.
And another thing about them, they're a basketball shoe.
Yeah,
that's what they were designed for.
Yeah,
like the Superstar.
Yeah. Nice one. So unanimous, and everyone likes the Superstar.
And will they be the official trainer of the Olympics?
Yes, hopefully.
I can see an Olympic collaboration coming up.
Yes, it's going to be.
Yeah.
Got to be.
Okay, Julie, you've got next.
Okay. Mine are these pair of Jordan.
Okay.
Do you know what they're called, John? What are they? Do you know?
That's the Jordan 4 breads.
Yeah. These are like buying a repress record. You know what I mean? I bought them, I think it was last year. And thank God I've got small feet because kid size. But I had some of these similar when I was young. So it's a bit of nostalgia for me. And it's what I used to wear.
Nice one.
Like many moons ago. Do you know, I'm the only one who hasn't said, oh, these are really comfy. These are really nice. I buy them because I like them and they look good. And if my feet knock, tough.
I've got to say though, Julie, not being sexist, but women are used to like wearing uncomfortable shoes for nights out, aren't they? You know, like they'll suffer for their art. You know, they'll wear flipping shoes like this. You know, I'll tell you a quick story. It was I was waiting on the door, and this lass was kept on coming out the bar for a tab, and she kept on coming out with no shoes on. I went, get your bloody shoes on. I said, not going back in the bar. She kept on coming out. And she was like, yeah, I know, but my feet are hurting. I went, go and get your shoes on. So she went downstairs, come back, or upstairs, I can't remember where the bar was, but she'd come back anyway with her shoes on, and she was nearly crying in pain. I went, well, why are you wearing them for? Why did you come out the house with them if they're that painful? She says, well, the truth is that one size too small. I says, they're one size too small. So why did you buy them? She says, they were the last ones in the shop. They didn't have my size, so I bought them because I loved them that much. And I said, where did you get them from? She goes, Primark in Northumberland Street. I says, so why didn't you just go to the Metro Centre and get some from there? She goes, I never thought about that. Can you? Anyway. So yeah.
I think that was one of the things, like, especially when I was like 17, 18, Newcastle, you could wear trainers in many places.
No, you couldn't.
White high heels.
White high heels and your streaky legs and everything else that went on. But
walk as you could.
Walking trainers, never mind heels. So yeah, I had to go and live somewhere else to cope with it.
And walk as you could, but they sort of changed the policy because it was nearly always people coming in, shirt and ties, stuff like that. And then when the music scene changed, they thought, we need to get this clientele in because they're going to spend money. So they changed the policy, didn't they?
Yeah. Because one time it was
like probably everywhere else in Newcastle did, apart from like, well, you know better, Fred.
Yeah, well everywhere was dress shirts and dress pants. You
Yeah.
had to wear dress shirts and dress pants and dress shoes. You know what I mean? Yeah. Well, regardless, you had to wear shoes, pants.
Certain nightclubs you didn't have to. So.
Yeah. And then obviously what started happening was, like you say, people were going out to dance and rave, and people would stop going because they were going to like illegal warehouse parties and stuff. So to get the clientele back in again, I had to say, well, we're going to. I still remember when they come to me, managers, and saying, stop the dress, like let the dress policy drop a bit, because at one time they wouldn't let you in with shaved head. They wouldn't let you in. There was one state where everyone in the 80s was wearing white socks, and then you couldn't get them with white socks on. You wouldn't allow them with white socks. Then they started saying, well, just let people in with white socks. Then they started saying you can let people in with jeans, because you weren't allowed in clubs with jeans on and some bars. You know what I mean? Jeans. and then started saying we're gonna have to start letting jeans in because that's the only thing that people are wearing. And if the bars are all letting them in with jeans, they're making all the money and we're not. And then there's all of a sudden Walkers, Julie's, the places where it was like known as for black music as they called it. They were the places where they had to start letting. They had a high dress code and they had to start letting it drop, which was interesting to watch, really. And also shaved heads. You weren't allowed them with shaved heads. I remember being on the door with a shaved head and telling people they couldn't get in with a shaved head. It's like, you've got a shaved head, yeah, but I'm working, you're not, you can't come in. Yeah. Times change. Times definitely change. So, yeah, you like those trainers in Julie, yeah? Do you have any others in that style?
I've got loads of Jordans.
Are you? Okay.
Yeah, I love them. They do some great colorways, so you can mix up your outfits and what you want to wear with them.
Never ever owned a pair of Jordans ever. I'm just saying I've just never owned. I'm not criticising, even though they're shit. But I've never owned a pair. It's all I've had. Go on.
I remember the first pair, and they were exactly them ones what Julie's got. And it was little Will had a pair, and I was just blown away by them. Like I thought, can't you go to them? Like nice.
I've had, like I say, I've had the Cortez, and I've had some Air Max because I used to sell them. I used to get loads and sell them, so I used to wear some of the stuff I had. And Asha's mum got me a pair of I don't know what you call them. They're a bit like the ones you like, John. On the video when we did the Trailer Detective ones, the ones that got like the sort of, I can't remember what they're called. Is it 90? Not 95s Air Max? Maybe 95s. I don't know. I'll have to show you a pair. You can get them in silver or gold. You got a gold pair.
Oh, 97s.
97s. I had a pair of them, but mine were like yellow and black.
Yeah.
I had a pair of them. Yeah. But
you kept that secret, didn't you?
No, I got them bought for us. I used to wear them, and I used to sell them. Like I said, I used to wear what I sold. So I used to sell Nike, like Air Maxes. I used to sell Feelers. I used to have loads of Feelers and some LA Gears as well, in British Knights and Troops. Wore them all. But me what's that?
Feelers. I had some Feelers, but they were more like boots. And there's one. Can you remember, Riddler? Were they called Trailblazers or something?
Yeah, they were like the hiking sort of shoe.
Yeah, that's what
I had. I had a pair of them at school.
Everybody, yeah, because it went from like trainers, then everybody got them, and then De La Soul came in, and Happy Mondays came in, so it was like the Wallaby shoe.
Yeah,
that came in next.
Yeah.
It was,
Timberlands.
Timberlands were never at Walkers, but obviously they did come in next in the mid-90s.
I wore Timberlands and Walkers. Like Timberlands, yeah, definitely. Like Timberland copies, like the yellow boot.
Aye.
When Rebel MC was wearing them in that.
Yeah. Oh, right, yes, I remember seeing a photo of him with them on, aye. But them hiking shoes, they were Feelers, and you can still get them now, like, you can still get them.
Didn't they redo them, but they're not quite the same?
They redone them, but they redone them like in a different sort of material, and it just looked.
Aye.
It looked terrible, I thought. Because I was quite excited because I thought, I might get a pair of them because I heard on the grapevine they were coming out, and then I saw them and I thought, nah.
Yeah, I didn't like them.
Okay then. What's this year's album of the year? What's been your album of this year that you think that's the best thing that's come out this year? It's got to be from this year though, not a reissue.
I can't decide because I've decided on a US and a UK one.
Okay, go on.
So US, I'm going to say the new Ori the Rugged Man album, All My Heroes Are Dead.
Nice.
And UK, Uncle Mike Nitro.
Okay.
New album.
Yeah.
By the time this goes out,
it's not out yet, but it's getting there.
Hopefully, by the time this has been out, we'll have interviewed and shown Uncle Mike Nitro's interview that he's asked to be on the show and talk to us. So that'll be interesting. For me, album of the year. I haven't listened to many albums this year, to be honest. This is the year that I bought Paris's album on vinyl. I've listened to Public Enemy's album. Because I wanted to buy it on vinyl and it wasn't out on vinyl, but I have listened to it on Spotify. and I also listened to Arrested Development's album, and I'm looking at that on vinyl, and I would vote that to me my album of the year. Really surprised. I was like, whoa, this is really good. And shout out to Configure, good dude from around these parts, nice guy. I was chatting to him on Instagram and that, and he produced quite a bit of most of the album, and I think it's a really, really good album. So yeah, Arrested Development, I was never really into them. You know what I mean? Thought they were all right, but they've come back strongly this year. Like I think with a really quality album. Riddler, Julie, what do you think about albums this year?
Riddler,
Go on, Julie.
Hang on, I've got a delivery at the door. 1 second.
Okay.
Well, we'll wait. But I agree with that Public Enemy one. I still haven't got mine.
I
was in RPM today and
well, on vinyl, is it out on vinyl now, like Riddler?
It's not out on vinyl yet, no.
Right, okay.
It comes out on the 18th, I think.
Okay.
Also, the Paris album, I still haven't got it. I ordered it 60 days ago.
Wow.
60 days. So, I can't really... I've listened to it, but I can't really comment on it because I want to listen to it on vinyl. And I do like the Arrested Development one. 3 good albums to come out, you know.
Yeah.
No, which album? Riddler, I thought you would have chose the new Gangstar album.
That didn't come out this year.
No.
Did it not?
Came out 2019.
Did it? Oh, sorry, I thought it was this year.
No. I've got my choices here. I'm just waiting for Julie to get back.
Okay.
But yeah, it's been quite a good year for new music and stuff. UK stuff as well.
I don't really, I'm guilty of like just being stuck in the past, and I don't tend to buy new stuff. You know what I mean? I suppose that's why something like Spotify. I know I'm not really a fan of Spotify, but for somebody like me who wants to check stuff out before I buy it, it's a good way of doing it. Do you know what I mean? But I will still buy. I'm not somebody who'll just I'm just going to listen to it on Spotify. I'm not going to go and buy it. I will listen to it on Spotify. If I like it, I will buy it. That's the way I operate on it. But yeah, Arrested Development, I'm definitely going to buy it on vinyl because I'm going to make a point of it. You know what I mean? I think it's a good album.
What was that? What was that thing you put on today? I listened to a little bit of it.
Yeah. So yeah, I was going to say that. So shout out to my little nephew there, Big Rube.
Yeah.
Nephew lives in London. He's got his own radio show that he puts out on Croydon FM every Monday night, 5 till 7. The Groove School, and he's also got a little thing he does on Method Radio as well called can't remember what it's called now. Era something. I can't remember off the top of my head. Forgive us, Ruben. I'm sorry if I can't remember the name of it. But what he's decided to do is he's been working with a lot of artists, and he interviews them as well as puts them on. So when he does his show, he plays music. He calls it like he does like house, and he does like broken beats. He calls it and stuff like that. Plays a little bit of hip hop and a bit of jazz and stuff as well, and some Afro jazz and Afro sort of fusion music. And he's been going to Berlin and interviewing people there and mixing with people. And he said, you know what, I'm going to start a record label. I'm going to put the music out that I'm playing because I love it. So what he's done was he's collected his favourite stuff. Some people are from Australia, Melbourne and that. Some from Britain. Some from Berlin. And I think in Holland as well. And he's put them all on one album. It's called Global Vibration. And it came out today on digital. And it's also going to be out on vinyl next week. So I'm waiting for my vinyl to drop. But at the moment, obviously, you can check it out on all the good stuff like iTunes, Amazon, and Spotify. I'm just dead proud of him because he's went and done it. He's also got he's got his little podcast going as well, which is his football podcast as well.
Which is really good.
Is that the same? Oh, is that the same kid? Oh, right.
The second episode's coming out tomorrow, by the way. So obviously this will be out by then, but he's got that coming out as well. Okay. Over to you, Michael. You're waiting for Julie to come back. She's back now, and John's back.
I just let Julie say her favourite one first, and then.
Oh, I don't know. Can we do some more trainers?
Yeah,
I'll get into mine then. I'll just go through them.
Yeah, go on.
Right. definitely that one.
Okay.
Which is Joe Run PMC.
Mm-hmm.
That is hip hop defined on that album there. It's amazing.
Okay.
Amazing. We're Good Friend.
Yeah.
Whirlwind D.
Shout out to Whirlwind D. Being on the show, respect to him.
A really good album, that. John will like this one.
Yes. I forgot about that. I can't believe I
That
forgot
is
about that.
that's killer, that, like.
Yeah.
That is a good
really,
one.
really good. I mean, I know Fred's got a bit. You're a bit like that with them, aren't you? A bit.
I am. But I do like Killer Mike. I've been checking him out. I watch his television shows that he's been doing. I like his political stance. I like he's a good dude. I've watched some of the stuff about him, and I follow him on social media, and I like him. I do like him.
Yeah. And that's another UK one there. Hainsey, which it's a compilation.
Okay.
Can you remember a record by? I've played it on the radio show called Control. It's by DJ Q-Tips.
No.
It's a good record. Well, that's him, but it's obviously him in 2020. This.
Okay.
Some singles of the year.
Burn Cycle, yeah.
Yeah, Gunshot.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. Shout out to Mercury for that. Shout out from doing his favourite 5 as well, because that's the biggest hit of the year. That new Smooth one.
Yeah.
You also
yeah.
that.
Mr. Smooth, if you're watching, I'm still waiting for your records like you said you were going to send us. Still waiting.
Here for them, like RD.
I offered to pay, so you just hush off.
Remember, he's a starving artist. Pay for them.
Oi, never mind starving artist. I offered to pay. If you haven't checked back, I'm not a freeloader. I always pay. All right? None of your cheap.
Just Crew Law.
Yeah. Is that? Yeah.
Chrome. Whirlwind D. And of course, the Sex Cream.
Sorry, you've just choked, Julie.
Okay.
Oh my
Right.
good God.
Last trainers.
Are you all right?
I'm alive.
Over to you, John. You're
Right. Final pair of Jordans.
Of course it is.
But it's what Julie chose. I've got the white cements. So yeah.
I've got those as well.
Do you know what? I love these so much. I mean, these are about 4 or 5 years old, but this is the first pair where they're not that comfortable. I can only went for a few hours and then they start to hurt us. So, but I just love them. They're amazing. And as you can see, the soles are knackered now as well. So I need a new pair. But yeah, them ones. But Julie's are better than mine because I've always wanted the black ones, but that's all I could get. So there we go.
They've got them in size, the black ones, John.
Yeah, how much are they? 150, probably.
No, I think they're more.
Yeah, probably 150, 170.
Okay.
So I went in today to the new size in the town.
I went in yesterday.
Shocking. Me and Emma went in last week. Not impressed, like.
Well, obviously I was discussing with you yesterday, wasn't I? What I thought, so.
So John's trainers anyway, hit or miss? Riddler?
Hit. Definite hit.
Do you know what?
They're lovely.
It's the first pair that people almost all liked.
Sorry, John.
That's quite right. I was expecting it. Superstar.
Ooh.
I haven't changed the laces yet because I haven't worn them yet, but these are them.
Nice.
Classic.
Proper OG trainer, this, like, can't argue with that, like, that's just nice. Love this trainer, me, like, honestly. Don't know how many pairs of superstars I've got. I've probably got about 8 to 10 pair, like, but I love them.
Yeah.
Have you actually worn that pair?
I haven't worn these ones yet now.
I thought not.
I got them a year ago, and I was going to wear them in the summer, and then blooming Hurricane COVID hit, so they've been in the box ever since, you know. But I will wear them some point next year. White trainers, you can only wear them in the summer when it's not going to rain. You got to check them out and make sure, you know. And don't wear them with barbecue, so you don't get tomato sauce on them and all of that as well.
But with them being leather, they're okay for
yeah, fine them.
It's any of the materials in the winter you can't wear white, but them you'll be
this part gets dirty and the stains. I don't like it. You know what I mean? Like I try and keep them as crisp as I can for as long as I can, and then obviously after a while you just give up, don't you? But you know, I keep them for as long as I can. You know. Okay.
Are you gonna get the Run DMC ones?
Nah, you know, I've not bought any trainers this year at all, and I'm glad I haven't. I just don't see the point of it, and I just think, you know what, I've got enough. I've actually been selling some trainers this last couple of weeks. I've sold about 4 or 5 pairs of trainers. You know what I mean? Just thought this year, especially with not wearing much, you know, because of COVID and not going anywhere. I just thought, you know what am I keeping all these trainers for? You can only wear 1 pair at a time, and I don't go anywhere that much anyway. So downsize a bit, have a bit more space. If I see a nice pair and it's a good price, but I certainly wouldn't be paying like 80 quids, 90 quids, 100 quids, 160 quid in John's cases and that. I just don't see that. Unless they're really good, like really cheap, that's the only time I would get them. For me. Riddler, over to you.
Do Julie's first. I've got to go and get me one. 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
We're not going to do Julie's if you're not there.
Well, I'll be 2 seconds. I'll get them.
Lord have mercy.
Where's he gone? Is it because he wants to be number one?
He must have put them in the fridge. He's gone in his kitchen.
He's probably going to get about 4 pairs. You know how he can't just obey the rules like everybody else. He's always going to go and
do you know what? I was so going to do the same. It's like recycling pairs. Right, I've got this colour and that colour and that colour. I want to know. Because that's cheating. But oh my God. I know
I've got my trainers.
Oh yeah, I love those.
Yeah, they're nice. Unanimous.
Your barbers.
Yeah, they're nice. They're nice. Yeah, I'd wear them. I'd definitely rock them.
I brung these for Riddler.
You know, sometimes I'm pleased for COVID, so you can just stay in your house and not meet up with certain people.
Oh Lord. Oh.
Why are you laughing at my trainers for?
Why are you putting that silly voice on for?
Don't be cheeky to Santa, little boy.
Are you
You're on the north list.
Is that?
Are you allergic to something? Your face has gone kind of puffed up, like.
Definitely.
It was me all the time.
Oh, God. Put it back.
There you go, Adidas Barber. TS Runner.
Nice. It is a nice trainer, like, gotta say. Can't get that now.
It's a nice trainer.
Are they comfy?
A bit hard around the around the back and around the side. But it would take an age to wear them in because of the leather on them.
Yeah, you'd have to wear them all the time, not just once in a while. Yeah.
The laces are wax. You've got a rubber thing around there.
Yeah.
It actually smells like a burnt tire.
Oh,
for some reason. It's a funny smell. It's weird. But
is that not just your feet?
No. But obviously, Barber and Adidas collaboration.
Okay.
Probably my favourite trainer.
Oh, nice. I've got to say, if out of all your trainers, they're your nicest trainer I've seen you wear.
Obviously, they're not like a b-boy trainer, but they're more of a dress trainer. But
b-boy's not a uniform, man. It's whatever you want to wear it, whatever. As long as you're a b-boy, doesn't matter, does it? Or b-girl. Good trainer.
But
Nice.
yeah.
Good last choice.
Santa brought us them, so that's why he was here before. Did you see him?
My God. If he stays behind you, I'm going to come and slap you personally.
Is that unanimous? John, do you like them?
Yeah.
Julie?
Yeah. Even though they're brown, and I don't like brown trainers, those ones are really nice.
Yeah.
I think you can get them in a red colour as well.
Okay.
Or it might be a slightly different style, but it's definitely a barback collaboration as well.
They still sell them, do they?
You can still get them, but I think they're quite expensive now. Like,
Okay.
it's talking like big money as well. John will probably tell you.
250, 300, I think.
300.
Let's have a look. It's good stock.
Wow.
I could be wrong. Let's have a look.
You generally are.
They came from them. Are the ones that came from America.
There's only one pair which I've found on. There's one pair in StockX, but they're like a boot, and they are last pair 634 quid.
Yeah.
But look at them though.
Ugly.
Yep. But none of yours are on here. Yours aren't on there.
Okay, anyway, we're wasting time. Let's move on. Julie?
All right, so this is my last choice.
Nice.
Blue and white midi.
Yeah. Nice trainer.
Yeah, I really like them. I was dead chuffed when I found these in my smaller midget size because I struggle to get nice trainers that aren't pink. So I was chuffed when I got them. Proper classic colorway, classic style. I don't know who was out with us one night when somebody actually licked them because they liked them that much. That was a strange moment. It was a
that might have been your good friend Mickey Pants.
No, it wasn't.
I could see
No,
doing
it was a
something like
total
that.
random stranger. Didn't have a clue who he was, but he licked my trainers.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have no words. I have no words.
This is shit you got to deal with, Fred.
And you wonder why you have so many people selecting your video to watch. Okay, we'll come to an end. Just before we go, just want to ask everybody what their favourite 5 video has been to watch. You know, if it's your video, then say it's your video. But if it's your favourite 5 video to watch this season that we've done, what's been your favourite one that you've really enjoyed?
Oh.
Yeah, that's stumped everybody, hasn't it?
I'm going to say Outlaw Posse.
Go on, John, what were you going to say?
I said I'm going to select Outlaw Posse.
Outlaw Posse? Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to say Inch.
Okay.
I love that interview.
Yeah. Riddler?
Is that because that was your debut?
It wasn't actually Smart, so shut up.
Was it not?
No. She did her own the week before.
Oh, of course you did. Yes, sorry. I do apologise.
Riddler?
I'll say Mercury because he gave her a lot of information. A lot. Good. And he was really just easy to talk to as well.
Yeah. I don't know, you know, I was thinking about this before because I wrote down what I was going to ask and I was like trying to think and I was thinking, you know, the Mercury one's been a really good one. Shout out to Mercury. I was talking to him today and yesterday via WhatsApp. Obviously, Outlaw Posse one. I've been talking to Bella B quite a bit recently because he's wanting to do a video up in Newcastle, which would be mint. Obviously, even Blade, because I was talking to Blade yesterday as well via WhatsApp. They all give their time up, and I just think it's really, really interesting and nice the way they've give her encouragement and said, you know, this and that. Obviously, Kurok haven't interviewed Kurok, but Kurok sent a message as well. I just think for me, I would probably say, out of all the videos to watch,
Come on.
probably, no disrespect to anybody else, because they've all been fantastic, every single one of them, but I would probably say doing James's. James.
Damn it.
James's one, I think, also obviously, just like, I think James set it, when we did James's and then James passed it around, it set us off. I think that's why I like it the most, not so much for the content, but just because of what it stands for. It was the one that got everybody started like ringing up and saying, can I be on the show, get in touch with James, then send the messages to me. I don't know if they got in touch with you. I know they got in touch with Riddler as well, just saying, can we be on the show? And I just think that's been absolutely amazing. And I'm still getting messages now. Do you know what I mean? So Riddler set up Steve.
Let me just pull you up a little bit on that. The content of James's was brilliant as well.
Oh, it was.
You know what I mean? You really went in on those choices.
Yeah, it was really good.
Gave us the boost that we needed. So thank you, James.
No,
Massively
thank you, James.
appreciated.
I think it's because he's quite knowledgeable as well, isn't he?
And he's articulate, you know.
Yeah.
So but he's got a good fan base. You know, he speaks to a lot of people through his music stuff and through his film stuff and through his stuff he does at Darlington. But I just think it set us up nicely for other people wanting to get involved. You know what I mean? I remember him just being excited and saying, "Oh, I've just had a phone call." On the phone call off who? Our phone call off Facebook phones. You know, like when you ring through people through Facebook, off MCN, off Caveman, and then other people have been asking him, and this one's asking. Then he set what with Blade, because Blade was wanting to be on, and just like all of that, just been absolutely brilliant. You know. So for that reason, you know, like not just because you're right, Julie, the content was absolutely brilliant, but I also think other people's have been really, really good as well. People like you don't know. So what's that?
Everyone has.
Everyone
I mean, it's a show that I've not gone away from. Then I've got to check out that music.
Yes, yeah, definitely. So you know, like even like Dickie, you know, not many people know who he is. It's John's friend. You know, maybe they haven't had loads of hits, but it's just been dead interesting to listen to what they've got to say.
So I was going to say, because I saw he had a couple of comments I saw this afternoon.
Yeah.
Off was it Kurok?
Kurok, yeah. So you know, because I passed it to him. You know, like what I do when I finish is I go and when they've been mentioned, I say, "Oh, you've been mentioning this. You might want to check it out." And I sent that one to Blade last night as well, saying you've been mentioned, and he goes, "Oh, I haven't had a chance to check it out, but I always check it out." And he was just saying, "Tell the guys that you know it's fantastic what you're doing. I love it. It's raw. You're doing edit it and all of that. You know, and that's what Blade was saying. It's just nice to hear good feedback of people like that. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Nice if they understand our accents and know what the hell we're on about.
They might you can put subtitles on, you know. You can't put subtitles on, so they probably do. Okay.
All of your threes was good as well. All of your 3 ones were good.
Everybody's was. Yours as well, Riddler. Yeah, it's all been good. You were the guinea pig, to be fair. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So, right, just go around. John, you first. You got anything to say before we close?
No, just thank you to you guys for obviously this started during lockdown, and obviously I've been stuck here by myself and everything like that. So without you guys, I would have been going absolutely doolalier than what I already am. Thanks to everybody who's watched the videos, shared the videos, been on the videos, taking the time out just to listen to us talking, basically. And with them, obviously with the choices, it's probably got a lot more people listening to more music, stuff that they maybe not have listened to before. And that's really it. So thank you everybody who's listened, watched, shared, anything, taken part. That's it.
Thank you. Riddler?
Yeah, just to say what John said, thanks for everybody who's listened to the radio show. Thanks to Sandy for thinking about it and putting what on the radio, because we were trying to get the radio show at the start of the year, if you remember.
Yeah.
We're trying, and we're failing. Every step we took, we failed. And then along comes Sandy, and do you want to be on? Yeah. So he's put, obviously, 3 on. We're just waiting for the little lady in the corner to do a show. Thanks to everybody who's been on the YouTube videos, because you've all been brilliant. I want to say thanks to Catherine, Robert, and Jake for this year.
Yeah.
They've been brilliant with certain things.
Yeah. We're with you, Riddler. We're with you.
I want to say thanks to you, Straight.
Yeah. Thank you.
And you know why.
No, respect, Riddler, respect. Okay. Thanks. Julie?
Yeah, thank you for everybody for watching, subscribing, liking, sharing. Even though this lot bullied me into doing videos. And I'm still a bit freaked out by how many people have watched us, but I'll get over it. But just thank you, and let's see what the next year brings, because onwards and upwards.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't expect to get the likes of Blade, Outlaw Posse. When we started this out, we thought it was just going to be like a few local mates, a few people that we knew getting on there.
Yeah.
And it just went poof, like really quickly.
Yeah.
And I don't think we expected that. So thank you for everybody who's participated and watched. It's been a really good thing.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you.
And hopefully I won't have to do any more videos.
For me, it's been an up and down, lots of downs this year. And like John said, you know, I want to thank John, Julie, Riddler for the support you've given me. You know, it's been really, really hard year for everybody. You know, I'm not going to say that's been hard for me only, but it has been hard. It's been really, really hard for me. Been a really difficult year. You know, I had a smack in the teeth last year, and then COVID come along, and just when you're trying to get yourself back on your feet, it's been really difficult. And I've struggled. You know, I admit it. But you know, being part of the Vinyl Vandals has really, really helped. You know, having some good friends and support network is really, really important. I think, you know, I don't think you can underestimate what it means when you've got people around you. The Vinyl Vandals show on a Monday night is really good. Gives you something to focus in. You don't have to come in from work and get my headphones on when I'm eating my tea and listen to Riddler Show when I'm in the bath, and then look forward to speaking to everybody afterwards. You know, it's something to look forward to. Friday night, same thing. You know, interviewing all the different people I've interviewed. You know, and I mean, I'm not going to say everybody that we've interviewed has been a star. You know, not just the ones who are household names and people got records by. I mean, people who have bought, because it's us as well. We buy the stuff as well. So we're, you know, I'm going to say us for and everybody else who buys people's records, they're stars as well. And they've all contributed as well, which has been amazing. Definitely shout out to Sandy. You know, he's really, you know, constantly puts Newcastle's music scene on the map. You know, all that work that he did at the Archers, only for him to lose his job, which is really, really sad, and for you know, countless young people that he's put on the way to making music or to give some kind of sort of upliftment to. You know, they might be the best rapper or DJ, they might never want to be in the future, but he's done something for them. He's touched their lives, which I think is really, really important. I'm going to shout out to, you know, Emma, my Emma, because obviously she's always there supporting. She's like the fifth Beatle. She's the fifth, as far as I'm concerned, fifth Vandal, and also obviously Catherine as well. Riddler's Catherine for her cakes and for her cheek. You know, I look forward to seeing her come on over Riddler's show and give us abuse. So shout out to her as well. And I'm going to give a shout out to, you know, like I've just been talking about with my nephew. I'm really proud of him. He does music as well. And his son, you know, he graduated this year. It's just been, you know, we can fixate on the bad things, but we've done some fantastic things all together. All those people I've mentioned have done some fantastic things this year as well. So we should be proud of that. So, like Julie said, what's 2021 going to give? Obviously, hopefully, more radio shows, more Vinyl Vandals Monday night, more Seven Bridges, more Favourite Fives, and hopefully going back to gigs again as well at some point, if we can.
Oh.
Wouldn't that be nice? So, for me, I would just like to say Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to everybody. And I don't know what you want to say, but just before we close.
I would say the same.
Yeah. Thank you. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Peace. Take care.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Bye.
Bye.